So I come from a family of seven, including myself, 7 siblings, including myself. I pretty much came from a background where seasonal jobs, every seasonal jobs that you can think of, my family and I did it. And it was constantly 14 to 18 hour days, 6, sometimes even 7 days a week, and 17 long, hard years. Shortly after we learned how to walk, we pretty much grew into that lifestyle. Obviously on the farm fields, it was a long travel back home. So we used to camp out on site, sleeping inside wooden boxes and onion leaves for our mattresses. It really tested just your mental endurance on just to overcome that daily basis, and knowing that it's gonna happen again the next day and the day after that. Obviously, as I grew older, I wanted just to fit in with other people, because I just found that, doing that sort of certain lifestyle, with my siblings and, my mom and dad, I never had time to do other things. I just started hanging out with the wrong crowd, going out, turning up late hours in the morning, binge drinking, 3 days a week, and just doing the same thing over again, the following day. Everything that was I looked at as a quick fix to get temporary happiness. It was a never-ending cycle which was almost impossible to get out of. And so just life was slipping out of my hands. So I was kind of throwing life away. So I'd come home early hours in the morning. Now my parents, being Polynesians, they do their normal prayer in the morning. Only this time the prayer was a little different. They were praying for their troubled sons. Tears were running down their face. After hearing and, seeing that, it really triggered me to, really want to make a change. I was like, yep, I definitely have to make a change. Man, no decisions, no nothing in place. I just decided to fly to Australia. As I moved to Australia, I realized I really wanted to get, my life back on track. As soon as I moved there, obviously no plans, but I just started getting involved with a lot of activities. Rugby league was probably one of the main ones. I took what I had already learned over the years of just, hard work and labor and coming over and putting it into footy. Hard work was never an issue for me anymore. I felt like I've been able to bank like the hard work into, and put it towards anything in life. But again, I was lost. I had no vision. I didn't have a specific goal, but all I knew was just hard work. And so how Relentless came about. So Relentless was just an idea, preaching out to people like, hey man, if you can be resilient, if you can be hardworking, committed, you can go next level, or you can be the person that you really want to be. And I just found people were smiling, people were happy, and they would come to me for help. And so I thought I wanted something, to describe me as a person and also my upbringing as well. When somebody says, hey man, like, you really helped me, and, thank you so much for believing in me, it honestly really gives me fulfillment. And it gives me, affirmation that what I'm doing is definitely worthwhile. Why do I teach it? Is because when I'm looking back at the person that I used to be, I was a person who thought that I was in a cycle that was never ending and almost impossible to get out of. And I know at that time I was looking for somebody, I definitely was looking for somebody for guidance and directions. I feel that my story is suitable for the person who is, number one, too busy trying to make everyone else happy, 2, feeling undervalued, and 3, really wanting to make a change but just don't really know how to. Honestly, I'm no one new to this. I'm not a new person to these 3 points. I was battling with, for majority of my life. And so I've been able to create something that will take you from point A to point B, from too busy trying to make everyone else happy to focusing on yourself and making you happy first inside out. Feeling undervalued to 100% valued and focusing on yourself first. Wanting to make a change, but you don't know how to giving you all the directions and actions that you need. The world is definitely a very big place, and obviously I can't help every single person, but I know there are specific people out there who do need help. If you're currently going through those same 3 things that I've mentioned, I just want to encourage you guys, and that you guys are not alone, and I want to be able to help you build yourself into someone who is resilient. I teach resilience because a lot of other people who are currently going through the same thing who really need that direction, but something that has been simplified but effective. Now, with the experience that I've banked throughout my entire life, I want to be able to take that person's life into resilience, which can really help them bounce back from failure, overcome fear, and also overcome obstacles that they are currently experiencing in their lives. That's why Relentless exists. My name is Ty, and I am relentless.